What if I told you that the biggest lie destroying your life right now is this? It's too late for me. Too late to change. Too late to start. Too late to become the person you wanted to be. Maybe you've said it before. I wasted too much time. I'm behind everyone else. I had my chance and I lost it. But let me ask you something. Who told you that your story is already over? Who convinced you that because you failed yesterday, you can't win tomorrow? Because what if I told you that while you're sitting there believing life is finished, life is still waiting for you to move? Before we continue, hit like, subscribe, and stay until the end, because today's Stoic lesson might be exactly what your future self desperately needs to hear. Because here's something painful that nobody wants to admit. Most people don't fail because they don't have time, they fail because they convince themselves that time is already gone. Think about it. A person at 20 says, I'm too young, I still have time. Then at 30 they say, I wasted my 20s. At 40 they say, I should have started 10 years ago. At 50 they say, now it's really too late. And then one day they wake up and realize something terrifying. They spent their whole life waiting for the perfect moment that never came. And that's the trap. The human mind keeps creating imaginary deadlines. It keeps whispering. You missed your chance. Other people are ahead of you. You should have started earlier. But nature doesn't work that way. Nature never says a tree bloomed too late. Nature never says the sunrise happened at the wrong time. Nature simply moves when it's time to move. Only human beings sit there comparing clocks. Only human beings keep looking at other people's lives and secretly saying, I'm behind. Behind who? Behind what? Tell me something. If two people are driving and one reaches a destination before the other, does that automatically mean the second person failed? No. Because people start from different places. Different pain. Different families. Different struggles. Different battles nobody else can see. Yet people compare their chapter 2 with someone else's chapter 20 and then wonder why they feel broken. That's why Stoics understood something powerful. Stop measuring life using other people's timelines. Because comparison quietly steals your future. The moment you start looking at everyone else, you stop looking at yourself. You stop growing. You stop moving. You stop trying. And then something dangerous happens. You become comfortable with excuses. It's too late. Maybe next year. I'll start when life gets better. But listen carefully. Life doesn't become easier before action. Action makes life easier. Let that sink in. Because most people are waiting to feel motivated before they move, while successful people move before they feel motivated. Think about every powerful person you've ever admired. They weren't magically confident from the beginning. They weren't magically disciplined. They weren't magically strong. There was a moment where they felt lost too. There was a moment where they doubted themselves too. There was a moment where they wanted to quit too. The only difference is, they moved anyway. They acted while scared. They acted while uncertain. They acted while imperfect. And that's why they changed their lives. And here's where the truth becomes uncomfortable. Because deep inside, many people don't actually fear failure, they fear looking foolish while trying. Think about that for a second. You say you're afraid of failing, but are you really? Or are you afraid that people will laugh? Afraid that people will judge you? Afraid that people will say, look at him trying again. Look at her starting so late. Look at them chasing something impossible. Because human beings care too much about the audience, while forgetting something important. Most of those people aren't even paying attention to you. They're too busy worrying about themselves. They're too busy fighting their own fears. They're too busy comparing themselves with somebody else. Yet somehow we give strangers control over our future. Isn't that strange? Imagine destroying your own life, because of opinions from people who won't even remember your name 5 years from now. That's crazy when you think about it. Marcus Aurelius once understood this deeply. He realized that people talk today and disappear tomorrow. People judge today and forget tomorrow. People praise today and criticize tomorrow. Human opinions move like the wind. So why build your entire life around something so unstable? Why hand over your happiness to people who change their minds every day? Because here's the reality. If you start today, some people will doubt you. If you start tomorrow, some people will doubt you. If you start next year, some people will still doubt you. So if doubt exists no matter what, why wait? Why keep sacrificing your future? Why keep delaying your life? Imagine yourself 10 years from now. Close your eyes for a second and really see it. 2 versions of you are standing there. The first version kept waiting. Kept overthinking. Kept saying, maybe later. Kept believing there wasn't enough time. And now that version looks exhausted, full of regret, full of questions, asking, what would have happened if I had just started? Now look at the second version. The second version wasn't perfect. They were scared too. They doubted themselves too. They failed sometimes too. But they moved. Step after step, day after day, while everyone else kept waiting. And now that version is smiling, because they understand something the first version never learned. You never needed more time. You only needed one decision. Now here's the solution, because motivation without action changes nothing. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, I understand, but where do I even start? Then listen carefully. Rule number 1, stop looking at your entire life at once. This is where people destroy themselves. They look at the mountain instead of the next step. They say, I need to completely change my life. I need to become successful. I need to fix everything. And their mind immediately becomes overwhelmed. Then fear appears. Then overthinking appears. Then nothing happens. So stop asking, how do I change my whole life? Start asking, what's the next step? Not 10 steps. Not 100 steps. 1 step. Just one. Because nobody climbs mountains by jumping to the top. Rule number 2, forgive your past. This is huge. Because many people secretly punish themselves every single day. They keep replaying old mistakes. I should have worked harder. I should have started earlier. I ruined everything. But tell me something. If you drop your phone and crack the screen, do you keep smashing it because it's already damaged? No. That would be insane. Yet people do that with their minds every day. They make mistakes, and then spend years attacking themselves for those mistakes. Your past already happened. Stop trying to fight ghosts. Learn from it and move. Rule number 3, stop waiting to feel ready. Because you'll never feel fully ready. Read that again. You'll never feel fully ready. People think confidence comes first and action comes second, but reality works the opposite way. Action creates confidence. The first workout feels uncomfortable. The first video feels uncomfortable. The first business feels uncomfortable. The first conversation feels uncomfortable. Everything feels uncomfortable at first. But every action slowly changes your identity. Every action tells your brain, I'm becoming this person now. Rule number 4, remember this sentence for the rest of your life. 1 year from now you'll wish you started today. Imagine meeting your future self. Imagine them standing in front of you right now. Do you think they would tell you to keep waiting? Do you think they would say, keep doubting yourself? Keep wasting more time? No. They'd probably grab your shoulders and say, move, just move. Because they already know something you don't know yet. Small actions repeated daily create massive change. And finally, here's the most important Stoic lesson of all. You're not late. You're alive. And as long as you're alive, the story isn't over. As long as your heart is beating, you still have choices. You still have time. You still have another move left. The world wants you to believe that age decides your future. That mistakes decide your future. That failure decides your future. But Stoicism says something different. Your next decision decides your future. Not yesterday. Not last year. Not your regrets. Not your pain. Your next decision. So stop staring at the clock, stop staring at other people, stop staring at your past, and start moving. Because one day you'll look back and realize, the moment you thought everything was ending, was actually the moment everything started. If you're still watching this, comment "I still have time" below because I want to know who's truly ready to change their life starting today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. And if this video gave you even a small reminder that your story isn't over yet, hit like and subscribe because this channel isn't here to give you temporary motivation, it's here to build a stronger mind. Share this video with someone who's losing hope right now, someone who thinks they started too late, because one message can change a person's entire future. And if you're ready to stop wasting time and start becoming the person you're meant to be, click the next video on your screen right now, because your new life starts with one decision.